guys, I'm going to do a little extension to this reading I just did. So I'm feeling called to ask what is coming to an end. So the last card we received was the death card, and I was also getting a message of like, this is a death to the past, this is a death to enemies, this is a death to anything that is opposing this new beginning, the blessing, the abundance that is coming in for the collective. So I'm asking Spirit, what is coming to an end for the Spirit? Alright, confirmation, yes. I'm hearing this is a death to anyone who thought they were bigger than the collective, thought that they held the power, 111 on the timer. They are now pardoning, they're trying to plead with the collective for mercy. Therefore, plead to God for mercy, as they are seeing God through the collective. There is a new gained respect for the collective now that they have seen the collective's true power. Therefore, the power of God in the collective. They are being immensely humbled, I'm hearing. This is a tower moment for them. Things are being completely shaken up. The card fell, so things are completely falling apart in their lives. Everything they ever imagined fate. I'm hearing everything all of their facade, everything that they, all the illusion that they painted around themselves. Also their ego, I'm hearing, is completely being abolished, which is, this is a huge ego death for them, I'm hearing. Although since their ego is so big, it's taking a lot. I'm hearing that they are having to be stripped down to their core, and that core is not so nice. So I'm getting the energy of like, even with this ego death, it's not enough to reveal the light in them. Unfortunately, it's breaking down their ego, but to the point of revealing this nasty in here side of themselves, which is still their ego, but it's like their ego is so big that the ego death can't do enough to humble them to the point of becoming a decent, nice human being that works for the collective and for the divine. They are still self-serving. They are still working for the opposing force. So that is why this is such a tower moment for them. And the people around them are shocked because it is everything that they didn't paint out for themselves. So we're on the topic of what is coming to an end. Their emotional satisfaction, their sanity. I'm hearing, wow. So a lot of different situations within the collective have different outcomes, but I'm hearing for some of these situations, some of these stories, these people are losing their minds because they were playing with people's minds. They were mentally abusing their power. They were intellectually abusing their power. So they are being stripped of that within themselves. This does not look very pretty when it grounds here on earth. It's people losing their minds and going crazy, going mentally unstable, losing their memory. I'm hearing because they try to make others lose their memory through gaslighting and different forms of abuse. These actions have consequences. All actions have consequences. And even the ones that are less physical or spiritual abuse, it does not go unnoticed. Just because you can't see it in the 3D, it doesn't mean ish. It still happens. Energy is real, and these people did not realize that. They did not realize the effects of their actions because it was energy, because it was happening in the 5D. This is proving to them how much more vast the universe is than they ever thought, than their previous understanding. So this is a great lesson. But yeah, this fake facade of being completely emotionally happy, being emotionally stable, being emotionally healthy, this facade is coming to a crashing halt right here. And everyone around them is seeing them for what they really are. Yeah. Everyone around them is being shown this, they're seeing the truth. They're seeing things clearly now. What is coming to an end? The truth that the divine had given them, had offered them. Everything that they once thought was true is gone. Their sense of reality is completely misconstrued, I'm hearing. What they deemed as right is now wrong. Anything that they placed value in or gave truth to is gone because it was built on shaky ground. It was unstable, it was not true. So it was not of the truth, it was not of God. It was of the world, it was of their own selfish desires, and that is not prosperous. That does not hold weight. So, this is also an end to their clarity, their sight. For a lot of collective situations, these enemies are losing their sight. This could be literally, this could be a physical sight. This could be a spiritual sight. This could be intuition, foresight, could be telepathy, astral projection, all these different types of spiritual gifts to receive clarity, because they didn't use them for the truth, because they didn't use them to serve the Most High. They're being stripped of them because why are we to have these gifts if it's not for our spiritual mission, it's not for serving the divine, then you shouldn't have spiritual gifts. You should be limited to only earthly gifts, and that's completely fine and dandy. It's just the fact of the matter, because why would you need them if you're not working for that higher purpose? You know, it's just, they see this as as that they're being slighted, though, as that they are not favored by the divine. And if you want to look at it that way, you can. I mean, it is both, but really it's down to its base core. It's just that, like, they aren't working for the divine, so therefore they lose their ranking in that way. With the Four of Cups, they weren't receiving the blessings that the divine was offering them. They abused these blessings. On top of that, they abused the Two of Cups. They abused this unconditional love that the divine offered them through the collective being in their lives. So that's coming to an end. Yeah. The divine is no longer handing this out because they rejected it too many times. Okay, we also have the Page of Pentacles. Anything that they try to manifest, to bring to ground here on earth, to anything that they try to harvest, I'm hearing, to grow, is not coming to fruition. They are not able to reap what they sow. Nothing is coming. There's no... Man, my words are leaving me. I'm feeling the energy, like, of these people. I mean, they are losing their minds. It's really, really sad. But sometimes I can feel a little bit too much for people. They brought this upon themselves, even though it is really sad, because we want everyone to see the light. We want everyone to have and do the best for themselves, but not everyone is on that path. And that's something we have to realize and come to terms with, and all we can do is try and help them. But if they can't receive that help, that's on them, and they will face the consequences. But yet, they're losing all their words. They can't speak. They're losing their voices, I'm hearing, because they abused their voices. They abused their image, their ranking, so that's being stripped of them. Yeah. For a lot of you, this was family. So they're losing all of their finances, all of that fake material wealth that they had accumulated. They're also losing their family. They're losing this fake dream life that they painted out to the world. That they had it all. That they had the white picket fence and the dog, and, you know, it was a happy family. They went to church every Sunday. It was perfect. This is not... It's not of the truth. It's not... It was all illusion. So with this, I'm hearing 8-8 portal that the collective has went through. It's all being revealed because it doesn't match up with the evolution of the collective. The collective is evolving to a different frequency now, and the way that this manifests is through having everything that is not of the truth, all that is illusion, come crumbling down. And the Page of Cups. Anything, any playful energy, any fun, any anything lighthearted is coming to an end as well. Their lives are becoming what they wanted the collective's lives to look like. Hard work, stress, and never seeing an end, never having a break, constant strife, constant struggle. There is nothing that is going to be lighthearted or easy about this, because they took life as a joke. They did not take things seriously. They were flirting with life. They were flirting with their mission, their divine mission, and the things that the divine was offering them. Yeah, they took them as a joke, just as they took the collective and God. Now they're seeing the true power of the collective. Yeah, they are seeing the collective's true ranking come out. Yeah, a death to the sun, a death to their light, I'm hearing. Because, again, it was a fake light. It was a fake connection to source. So their connection to source is ending. When you can see these things for what they really are, it really is terribly sad. It doesn't matter how much these people have done. It is still sad to me, like, to see it on the soul level. But anyways, it is what it is. And they played their cards. It is, yeah, it is a sad day for the enemies. But everyone has to learn their lesson. This is a end of this fake wealth for the enemies, and I'm hearing a return of this wealth to the collective. Swapping tables. So, it's great to have you guys, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye, soul family.